If you've got an existing Elementor site, you've inherited it or created it yourself, you may have not been aware of all the fonts that have been loaded on a page. And it's very time consuming to go through and try to find the fonts using Elementor. The easiest thing is to use a tool. It's a browser extension tool called WhatFont. If you download that and install it inside your browser, and it works fine for Chrome and Brave, and I'm pretty sure there's a version for Firefox too, then you can quickly go through the page, any page on your site, and find the font weight, some of the font styling, the font color, a lot of font details, which will help you to standardize your page. And at the same time then, restrict your page just to 2 fonts, which is what I've recommended, and 2 styles, which is what I recommended per font. So you end up with 4 requests to actually load your fonts per page. Let's have a look at how to use that tool now with inside Brave browser to actually see how you can actually find the fonts, and then you'll be able to change them within Elementor. Let's have a peek. So let's have a look at that WhatFont extension. First of all, you need to install it inside your browser. So go search for WhatFont extension and you'll find it in here. There we go. So it's a Chrome extension. I'm using Brave, so it works fine on there too. And then you just install it. When it's installed, you'll see the little icon sitting up here, WhatFont. Okay, let's test out now the WhatFont extension. So I'm going to come into here into my Crunchlets site. This is my website where you'll find everything about what I'm doing, all my different products, all my training courses, a lot of information underneath here under the articles. If you look under the shop here, you'll see all the different products that I actually have. Let's have a look at this page now with WhatFont. Click on it, and now as you hold over a specific area and click, it gives you the information. If you just hold, it gives you the information. If you click, it gives you the full information. If you hit the escape key, it actually closes it down, which is great, and closes all the windows. So you have to come back in here and actually have a look again. So that's Poppins. But what size of Poppins? Let's have a look. It's a 50px Poppins. It's got a line height of 50px as well, and there's its color, and it's showing a nice little color there. So isn't that really cool? And it shows you the font breakdown over here, the font family. And specifically, it's showing you the weight. One of the problems that you're going to be faced with is having multiple weights of the same font on your site. And this is one of the problems that you'll have to remove. On this site, we have 2 weights for Poppins, a 300 and a 600, and that's it. If we have a look down here, you'll see Open Sans. Now we're only using 2 fonts on this whole page, on the whole site in fact, Open Sans and Poppins. And you'll see here it's 300. And again, we're only using 300 and 600, 600 for bold. So as we scroll down, let's have a look at a bit more. So we can see here, that's what it is, and it's a 600, and it's a normal style. So if you ever need to replicate your actual CSS for any of these things from another web page, this is just a brilliant tool because you've got all the information here, and if you can just keep clicking, it'll keep them open. Now, last final little plug, if you want a little bit of free stuff, right down the bottom here, you can get some free speed tips, and just pop in your email address and your name and your website, and I'll give you some free tips about your own site. How cool is that? Just click on that. So you can see here, that's Open Sans, and off we go, it's a 300. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of the value of this particular plugin. And it's just a brilliant extension for Chrome and Brave. And use it to actually reduce and simplify your pages. It's so important to actually reduce the number of fonts on your site to an absolute bare minimum, as we've already mentioned. There you go, great little tool. Go download it now, install it into your browser, and go play with it. And check out some of your existing pages to see what they look like for the font usage.